don't really seem to care about this country.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a very early morning here on the truck. We've got a big 2.5 hour drive. It's 5:40. We've made it into Centerville. Taking you guys with me to an auction down in Paris, Missouri here today. See, I have a shopping list. I'll go through it with you here after a little while, but 2.5 hours down into the hills of Missouri to see if we can't spend a little bit of money. Not really. We're shoppers, not buyers today. If that makes sense to people. So buckle in, good morning, and let's get down there.
A lot of the same benefits, depreciation.
This place looks massive. A little bit late. Supposedly they started selling stuff at 8 o'clock. Usually they start with small stuff. So we'll see what we can go find. We're in the yard. Now I gotta go track down where to get a bidder's number at first. And maybe a warm cup of coffee. I had some in the truck, but I didn't feel like carrying my cup all day. So this place, there's a lot of equipment here. Holy smokes. Here's one of the things I came to look at. If money was burning a hole in my pocket, $44.55. Just a peach of a looking tractor. Rack of weights and 36.58 actual hours. Look at that tractor right there. I would not mind taking that thing home, but I think that one's going to bring a pretty good premium. It'll be really interesting to see what it sells for. Kind of a unicorn looking tractor right there. Also, maybe should have brought the side-by-side, aka goer. We'll come back to look at that white looking spreader deal. I think it's just cool looking. First thing I'm interested in is that black Enduraplast tank. 2,100, 2,200 gallon tank. More or less kind of sitting here to see what it sells for, see if I can get a buy.
Sold at $2,600.
So I was at $1 a gallon on that thing, which I think is about 50% of what they are new, and I don't know that technically was brand new. It says new, but I don't know if it was new ball valve or the actual tank was new. It looked pretty new, but I think you can buy those new from a dealer for like somewhere in the neighborhood of like $2 a gallon or so. So I think that guy did good on it, but you know, if I would have kept bidding on it, that doesn't mean it would have sold for right where that was at. That's kind of the way that auctions go. Put your number on it, go to your number plus 10%. So, just kidding, but like that also depends upon what you're trying to bid on. For me, I'm always a shopper, not always a buyer. Younger guys, I think that if you can, when you need to buy something, that's when you can get into a pinch. When you're shopping for stuff, that's when you have the opportunity to buy things at a price where maybe you don't eat a pile of depreciation, or even be the real winner and buy something under what it's probably worth. That's when you're doing real good. I'd like to test out one of these someday, see if one of these could replace mowing with 3 mowers, see if it can keep up or not. What would you guys guess? One of these replace 3 mowers? So what are some of the things that are on my shopping list? There's a bucket here, a ditching bucket that might fit the excavator, the deer excavator. There's a 8-foot Bobcat dozer blade. I've always wanted to try out a dozer blade on my skid steer. Don't know if I'd like it or not, and I don't know that I can even run a Bobcat one on mine. There's a really nice looking MacDon here. I'd like to see what that 44.55 sells for. And then also a grain trailer. There's quite a few grain trailers here, but there's really there was 2 that fit the bill, but I kind of eliminated one of them already. We'll go look at those here shortly. But I've got to find the bucket and the dozer blade. This place is a maze. Out here, forget it, bring a measuring tape. Well, I actually gave the measuring tape that was in my truck to Jake to measure my pins. So I'm trying to figure out if this fits my machine. I think that's good. And then I need to go from there to down there. That wasn't a very good one. Let's try it again. 13 and a half, 14 inches, and then a 9 on the inside is what I need. I think that bucket actually fits me. Just kidding. 2 out of 3 measurements are right. The pin distance apart from top to bottom is 14 and I need 18. So, which it said on the bucket was 312C, which my bucket's a 312. So I don't know if there's variations of the buckets. If somebody knows that, let me know. I have a hard time figuring that out. I'd love to find like a 24 or 30 inch ditching bucket for tiling. I'd really like to find one of those, but have yet to do it. Found the dozer blade I was kind of interested in. It's a Bobcat one. I don't know that it isn't sold yet. Wires are beat up. Has a plug, and I don't have that plug, so I don't even know if I could run that thing. And I don't even know if that's really even worth having or not. It looks beefy. It looks heavy. I don't know if you couldn't just do as good of a job with just a regular bucket. This dude here just ran over a whole trash can and it got stuck on his muffler or his exhaust. That's ridiculous. 42.55. No cab. You don't see that every day. Weighted to the gills. Out here in Truck and Trailer Row now. When I was truck shopping, these Eagles were something I was looking for. So this is a trailer I'm kind of interested in. It's a Wilson. I'd like to stay with Timties probably, but watch what this one sells for. This one looks pretty straight for the most part. 2014. No bells or whistles on it. Manual tarp, manual traps. I mean, I don't really know how you check for the twists that well, which should be something that you should figure out when you're looking for a trailer. But we'll see what this one kind of sells for. Tarp's already got a little rip in it. And something that's different about these Wilsons is they use these ratchet straps basically to open and close their gates. Roller straps, I guess is what they call it.
27 pound out of 26 26, 27 pound out of 27 pound out of 27 pound out of y'all back. 26, 27. Soldier Racer 26, 126.
Check this dinosaur out, L240B. Not much of a seat left. Unknown hours. New undercarriage though. What's that? Engine work too? New muffler. Here's something that would make a fence cleaning machine, especially if you had like a grapple put onto the front of that thing. Tracks. Let's climb up in the cab. What is this? Cat something. 963C. Is that what that says? Yep. I must have to climb up here. Cat 963C. 17,000 hours. New hydraulic pump, new windshield, 50% under, came off the job, ready to go to work. I wonder if you steer with your feet. That's got to be forward and reverse. And that's got to be bucket controls. You can see pretty well. You can't really see the front edge of the bucket, but you can see like the top of it. Like, there's my head. So. Make a dirt hogger. I wonder if the newer ones of these are actually just joystick controlled machines. Thought this chisel was pretty neat. It sold for some 40-some thousand. Look how big the trips are on that. That's just insane. That'd probably make the quad track grunt. paint, you can still smell it. These Kelly Diamond harrows are something that really kind of interests me. I really kind of think that, I don't know, I think that they look like they do a nice job. Looks like you can cover a lot of acres in an hour with one of these. I just don't know if this one ain't kind of dogged out or something like that. I mean, I bet this thing's probably gone over an absolute pile of acres. Seems like the guys that run a lot of acres run these things. So I got a feeling they get worn out, and I don't know what the condition of a chain is. I don't know what the new ones are supposed to be. If that's supposed to have like a sharp edge versus a dull edge on it. It's like, and I got a feeling that probably replacing the actual chain is very expensive, because those, like, there's a lot of steel and iron in those chain deals. But very neat machines. I remember when I first started farming, I'd see these things and I'd think, what the heck is that thing? But yeah. This looks like a nice unit. Nice cab. The steering wheels on these things are kind of funky. I don't even know how to put it down, but it's not really completely a steering wheel. But I think one of these would make a very nice tractor. Only thing that keep me scared of one of these is the fact that the nearest dealer for one of these is Des Moines, which is 2 hours away from home. So cat motor and stuff like that. This on a planter would probably be pretty good. I don't know. I don't even know what the horsepower is. This is a neat looking little tractor. Big old arm console. Holy smokes. And technology that was awesome technology a long time ago. Now it's like a flip phone. Nice looking 4640 right over there though. Wouldn't mind dragging this unit home. It's not a budget for it at all, but one owner trailer, farmer owned. No pony motor. You'd have to have a wet kit truck. Guess that might be one of the advantages of having a wet kit truck though. So, has a scale or something on it. Looks nice for, I think, like a 20-year-old trailer, if you ask me. Nice looking 370 case, 3-point PTO. That's all faded. I don't know, that thing didn't sit outside. Here's the MacDon trailer, or head, I was kind of interested in. It's on a 4-wheel steel trailer. 35 foot, I believe. I'd have to measure it to make sure. I think it's a 35-foot one. From my first glance at it, it looked better in pictures. Sickle looks pretty decent. Rock guards probably need replaced by the looks of it. Belt looks like it's been flipped a couple of times. Needs belts on the whole entire thing. New belts. Shield's out of its deal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. That's beat up. Feeder house adapter plates beat up. I'm gonna give that one the not as nice as it looked in pictures review. Still probably be a fine head, but it looked a lot nicer in pictures. That was something that really kind of spiked my interest, but that's why you come look at stuff. That is some meaty tires for a 6R165. Beefy looking. Sprayer trailer. $8,300, $8,430. That was neat to see. The Aught series and 10 series are still selling really good. So 4,000 hours is pretty comparable to what my 8110 has. 1 hour. Mine wasn't a 1 hour owner or one owner too. So that sale was pretty strong. Yeah, look, there's another one of these. Not as big. It must be the newer one. Yeah, look. Joystick control on that one. Oh, and this is a deer, so I guess that means they're not the same. Aluminum fifth wheel plate. This is something that I find very, very interesting. Dual stacks. When one of them goes nowhere. So the only one that actually has anything coming out is this one here, because there's the DPF and stuff. This would be something that piques my interest. 7810 John Deere, 8.1 motor. Problem is 2-wheel drive. That was a 4-wheel drive tractor. That'd be very nice. 7810 manual front wheel drive is definitely on my want to own someday tractor list. So what is this thing? A GVM Rowcat fertilizer spreader, 2002. New frame, new tires. Let's get in right there. Air ride. Things that have fertilizer go through it just get trashed. I'm betting that's the hydraulic jack to pump, pick up the cab, tilt it forward, be my guess. I think it'd be fun to just go 4-wheel driving it. Take the bed off of it, put a couple seats, new ride at the pumpkin patch. That's what we got going on there. I did say pretty good. I think my guess was 74,000 on that tractor. So nice tractor. Somebody got a collector's item, and I looked those up on the internet. 306 horsepower, I believe. If that was a little over 300 horsepower for one of those machines. How much of that gets to the ground with like belts and stuff? I don't know, but 300 horsepower, that's what those are.
BD down, BD down, BD down, BD. So we got BD down 5. What you gonna do now? BD down 5, BD down 2, 5, BD 5, BD down, check 5, BD 5, BD 2, 5, here down, BD 5, BD 5, BD 5, BD 5, 85 pound on the bit down, 80 here down 5, BD here. I got Jack's man at 80. I'm asking 85. 80 down 5 on the BD here down, BD 5, BD here down to get 2, 5. Where to go? BD 2, 5 on the BD here down 2, 5. Everybody done. 80 down to 2, 5. 80 to 82, 5. Silver California for $80,000.
Well, I think I'm leaving empty-handed here today, guys, which is just fine. I enjoy going to the auctions, stuff like that. Hold on, let me talk to you when I get to the truck, because I gotta focus on not falling on my butt. Everything's turning to mud around here. There goes somebody very happy with the new tractor. They're not pulling it in here in the mud, are they? They sure are. I wonder if he's gonna load that on a trailer in here. Oh, we might sit around and see if he's gonna do that. So, quick auction review as I try and put my shoes on with you guys. Pretty nice auction, actually. First time down here. It's like they get on with it. Like they move and sell the stuff, which is really nice. It really stinks when you go to an auction and like they try and save some of the nicer stuff for later type of thing, you know, and it just feels like some days you just wait all day long to get to the tractors and stuff that sell. They move right through here. I think the only complaint I have about coming to here is that like people bring their side-by-sides here, which nothing wrong with that whatsoever. It's like there's a big place you want to, you know, walk around, and older guys wanted to be able to sit down and stuff like that. Heck, I wanted to sit down too. But man, they need to make a rule about like no side-by-sides or ATVs like in the aisles where they're auctioning, because people sit there and they leave their ATVs run and stuff, and it's like they usually got the tractors running at that, like close in that vicinity and stuff like that. It's like you're always watching to get run over or something like that. Plus with the ATVs running, it makes it even harder to hear what the bids are. That's the only thing I complain about that. But Wheeler Auction, Paris, Missouri, they sell a lot of stuff, and they honestly did a good job of selling a lot of stuff pretty darn quick. It's 2:30. My guess is that they'll probably be done here, I don't know, but they got a lot of the, they moved through the bigger stuff and kind of in a pretty good order, in my opinion. So, all right, I'm taking a couple hour drive home. Probably gonna stop and pick up Molly bolognese from, I think it's the Pear Tree. It's either the Peach Tree or the Pear Tree in Macon, Missouri. And she loves this stuff. So that's an awesome restaurant too. If you're ever in Macon, Missouri, Pear Tree, Peach Tree, you won't miss it. Anyways, that was an auction day. We didn't buy nothing. Means we get to keep shopping, right? See you guys in the next one. Maybe I can just get this guy to put that onto my trailer. I'd take that home with me. He might just need to come get something out of his pickup truck. I'll just take my new tractor over my pickup truck. That's what I'll do. You can either get old or you can either get old and wise. And we are spinning. Come on, old girl. It's traction control. Swing in the mud. Now I gotta drag this trailer all the way home, bouncing with me. Really should have bought something just to put weight on this trailer, honestly. Oh, that doesn't look precarious at all. Oh my gosh, a bell ring on top of an old tipper wagon. I don't even see a strap on that thing. All right, adios. Oh, wait, yeah, and everybody that stopped and said hi wouldn't recognize me. It was nice to meet a lot of you.